in the woods in the field. Looks something like a turnip green. And everybody calls the bird shot.
What's up, guys? So thanks for tuning into this video and this little review of this mini tour Elvis did in 1971 November. So this particular footage that you've been viewing is from November 8th, 1971 at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Now this incredible tour took place about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving in 1971. Some of the cities he hit was Boston Garden, which I actually have the FTD of. It's fantastic. I recommend you all getting it. A few other cities he did was Cincinnati, Kansas City, Missouri. And this was such a high energy tour. Like, this is who the real Elvis is. This is how he really performs. Like, when he's energetic, enthusiastic, happy about life, everything's going good, not a care in the world, really, for the most part, you know. Just totally loving the music, enjoying the response from the fans, and doing everything he can to please them and to do what he was really, you know, made to do, is perform, and is one of the greatest performers of all time. In my opinion, he's the greatest. Now, this high energy tour reminds me of the 1976 tour when he was on relationship highs with two different women. Now, this is my personal opinion, the reason why he was so amped up for these two tours in November 71 and December 1976. Like the wild stage movements, the passion level at 100%, the true Elvis Presley, as I already said. Now, I like to use the coin the Bova Bounce. Now, my friend Matt Stone, he has a YouTube channel. You might want to check it out. I'll leave the link in the description. He was telling me about how he calls this the Bova Bounce because him and I believe that Elvis really was over the top performing because he was in a somewhat new relationship with Joyce Bova. Now, a little background on that. That was a girlfriend he saw off and on from about 1969 to early 1972. He met Joyce Bova in 1969 in Vegas, and they kept their relationship to early 72. Now, these tours right here, Joyce Bova, her sister, and family were in the audience for a few of these shows, especially Baltimore show, because that was right where she lived. She worked in Washington, D.C. So that's why we call it the Bova Bounce, because he performed extra hard to impress her and her family. And just like in 1976, where I think Elvis was on another high because he wanted to really impress Ginger and her family. Now, not saying that, not taking anything away from Elvis, like this is the real Elvis, and I loved it when he, you know, was in a good place to where he would perform as he really would. Now, this tour, the set list for this tour was fantastic. Like some of the highlights of these tours. Well, let me show you guys actually some of this footage here. This is December 29th. Like the real Elvis. So even though this was like 8 months before his death, he was, you know, when he wanted to do it, he could do it. All right, so back to what I was saying. Elvis' set list for this November 71 tour was off the chain. All right, so he started to put in It's Now or Never. It's Over, which I was surprised about. I never actually heard the live recording of It's Over from 71, but he did it there. Also, The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. And interesting story about The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face. Now, in that book that I read from Joyce Bova about a year ago, and I did a few other videos about this subject, Elvis and Joyce Bova, if you want to scroll down, maybe I'll put them in the description. But The First Time I Saw Your Face. Now, a lot of people like that song. To me, I don't really care for it too much, but, you know, it's just my personal preference. Now, the story behind that, according to Joyce Bova, is in 1971, Elvis was recording it, and he wasn't totally sure if he wanted to do it. He was sort of, you know, just kind of working out the rough edges. And he had a rough take of it on acetate, and he had it at home at Graceland. And Joyce Bova was in his room, and Joyce started playing it, I believe the story goes. And Elvis wasn't sure if he wanted to do it. He was a little embarrassed about it, but he had her listen to it. And she told him, go ahead and record it. And that's why, according to her, he actually made the record, and she loved it. And he played it for her one time. I believe it was in Baltimore. He performed it for her. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. This footage I saw yesterday, it's fantastic. I saw it a few other times, but, you know, new footage comes out. And I wanted to show it to you guys and have a little extra added Elvis info for you. So check the links in the description for more info about my Bible page, fitness page, Elvis is the Man Patreon. Make sure you hit the like button if you've liked it. It helps to grow the channel. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We'll talk to you next time, guys.